What's up, good people? What's up, good people? What's up with you? What's up, good people? Dwayne Jackson, what up with you, baby boy? What's up with you? Simply checking in. Style checking in. Gentlemen checking in. What's up with you, good people? How y'all doing, man? Giving people a chance to chime in on Instagram and Facebook. What's up with you, good people? Man, look at that beard game, boy. Shout out to Melrose, man, at Black Hollywood Barbershop. If you don't make it to Melrose at Black Hollywood Barbershop on Western, you can also go to Big J's on Western. Both of them hook me up. Jay normally hit me on the weekends, and Melrose normally hit me on the weekday. Look at that game, man. Woo, look at, let me get you a close. Yeah, electrifying, isn't it? Man, I'm excited to continue this subject that we was on yesterday. But I want to take time out, man. Shakes ain't got nothing to do with anything. I just wanted y'all to see him. I'm excited, man. Welcome to another episode of Storytime by the Fireplace with Memphis Will, episode 19. Let me tell you something. We got an exciting subject that we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to be touching on what we touched on about yesterday at Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will. So before we jump into tonight's fireplace, let me tell you guys what's going on. First of all, rest in peace, man, to every fallen soldier that has lost his life, and we're praying for the families, and we're grateful and thankful for every soldier that have served on behalf of this country for our safety. So, and that's thank all of you guys, and we love all of you guys. We're praying for you and your families, and that's happy belated Memorial Weekend. So thank you guys for that. Know that we appreciate your service. With that being said, guys, I don't know if I said this on the last episode, but just in case I didn't, rest in peace to the legendary Paul Mooney, man. Rest in peace to him. Now, with that being said, guys, let me give you my social medias. Before I get to that, let me explain to you what's going on, because this may be some of y'all first time tuning in. But each and every Tuesday and Wednesday, you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram live at 7 o'clock Pacific time. Each and every Tuesday, I'm doing a show called Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will. It's where I ask God for a subject about 6:58, 6:59. He gives me the subject and the Spirit takes over. And then Storytime by the Fireplace is each and every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And this show, which is tonight, is based on me. Usually I have a celebrity guest, but if not, I just let the Spirit take over, and we end up kind of touching up on some of the things we touched on yesterday, which I'm very excited about. It was a powerful subject yesterday. And the subject yesterday was stop waiting on others for your vision. Let me say it again. Stop waiting on others for your vision, which I'm going to jump right into, man. I'm excited about it, but I'm going to give you my social media outlets. I'll give a shout out to my sponsors. Then we're going to jump right into Storytime by the Fireplace. It's usually, actually, it's a show that I also have other celebrity guests or other friends that will come in, and they will share their testimonies and their stories and their hardship. And both shows are built to bless you guys to be inspired, motivated, filled up with inspiration, giving the Most High Kingdom of God the glory. That's what both shows are built on. Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will, Storytime by the Fireplace with Memphis Will. Both shows are based on that. Now, with that being said, give you my social media outlet. My Facebook, my YouTube, and my TikTok is under Memphis Will. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok is under Memphis Will. Instagram and Twitter is under The Memphis Will. That's TheMemphis WIL. That's The Memphis Will. So again, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube is Memphis Will. Instagram and Twitter is The Memphis Will. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Click on that notification button so you can get all my social media handles. Now, don't worry if I'm saying this too fast. At the end of the video, I add to the video all my social media outlets. Shout out to my sponsors, Arrowhead Water, for sponsoring both shows. I'm speaking into existence. Yesterday was episode 30 of Bathroom Talk, and tonight is episode 19 of Storytime by the Fireplace. That means it is 18 episodes of Storytime by the Fireplace up and running on all my social medias. Go check them out. Some of them got special celebrity guests, some of them don't. Even the ones where I'm doing by myself like tonight are still very powerful. So I don't think you have to see a celebrity guest to receive the message or whatever God put in my spirit to share that night. Bathroom Talk is 30 episodes as of yesterday. That means there's 30 episodes up and running on all my social media platforms. You can go to any of my platforms and you can check it out. Now, with that being said, shout out to I Am Amazing. How you doing, beautiful? Dwayne, what's up with your baby boy? Look, Dwayne told me, what's the topic for tonight? Okay, let's jump right into it, man. Welcome to episode 19 of Storytime by the Fireplace with Memphis Will. Thanks for joining me, man. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Arrowhead Water. So tonight, what we're going to be discussing is a touch-up of Bathroom Talk from yesterday, if you missed it. Stop waiting on others for your vision. Stop waiting on others for your vision. Now, some of y'all don't know the importance of not waiting on others for your vision. So I'm going to dive into a couple of personal examples as well as give you other people life experience examples so you can understand the importance of stop waiting on other people for your vision. Now, let's dive into what a vision is, because some of y'all don't know what a vision is. A vision is like faith. And what I mean by that is God said, walk by faith, not by sight. Walk by faith, not by sight. Walk by faith, not by sight. I said it 3 times so you can understand the power in 3, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Now, it is a reason why God told us to walk by faith and not by sight. Well, of course, you know, faith is something that's unseen, but you still believe. That's what a vision is. See, God give us a vision. And when God give you a vision, you can see the vision through your faith. That's the only way you can see the vision that God give you, through your spiritual eye. God give you a spiritual eye and he give you a vision. Now with this vision, he allow you to dream about this vision. He allow you to daydream about this vision. He allow you to, whatever you're doing throughout your day, this vision will chase you down. This vision is part of you. This vision has became you. The reason why this vision have became you, the reason why you're dreaming about it, the reason why this vision has became part of your self-conscious is because it's a vision that God gave you. God gave you. And the reason why it's important for you to understand the vision that God gave you, everybody is not going to be able to see on the front end the vision that God gave you. Some people will be able to see it. Some people won't be able to see it. But stop waiting on others for your vision. Because what happens is so many discouraging things is going to take place when people who you look up to, when your mentors, when your big brothers, when your big sisters, when your close surrounding friends, when they don't see your vision, we have a habit of not following up on the vision God gave us because the vision wasn't, I didn't get the approval of others. I didn't get the approval of my mentor. I didn't get the approval of my friends. I didn't get the approval of my parents. Well, you don't need to be validated by your mentor, your big brother, your parents, or your friends for a vision God gave you. Because sometimes God gave you the vision for a reason and for a purpose. And he allowed your eyes, your spiritual eyes, can see the vision. Your spiritual thoughts can feel the vision. But he don't allow other people to feel or see the vision. So sometimes when you trying to get accreditation from other people, you share your vision with them, and then you wonder why they say it's a bad idea. You wonder why they say it's terrible. Why? Because they not supposed to see your vision until it is time for them to see your vision. So now that you have an understanding what a vision is, let's go a little deeper into it, because I really want you to understand the importance of Stop waiting on others for your vision. Because let me tell you something. As long as you have the energy and the mindset of waiting on others for your vision will never happen. You will never manifest that goal. You will never elevate and bring that vision to life through your faith, through your work ethic. Why? Because you're waiting on somebody else's validation for a vision that God gave you. Now, I'm going to give you some personal examples because I really want you to understand in depth or in detail exactly examples of why your vision or your dream will never manifest itself when you wait on others, when you think you need others' validation. Now, let me give you a real quick example real fast. So what God does is, I used to tell people this, I talked about this yesterday. When I was living in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was getting ready to prepare to come to California, I would have visions of me standing at a McDonald's, homeless and hungry. And I would have this dream over and over and over again that I would have a vision of, man, I'm standing in front of McDonald's and I'm hungry and I don't have no money and I don't have nothing to eat. So you may think, well, why is God giving me visions of struggle? Because the vision he's given me about when I moved to California, standing in front of McDonald's, hungry with no money, that's a struggling vision. Now, have I ever been in front of a McDonald's since I've been in California with no money and hungry? No. But the vision what God was giving me was, what he was saying to me was, I'm showing you in advance the vision that I'm giving you is going to have some obstacles. It's going to have some storms. It's going to have some mountains you got to climb. So what he was showing me was, he wasn't telling me not to move to California, but if my mindset had accepted the vision in a negative way, then it would become a negative outcome because I never would have moved to California. So what God was showing me was, he'll give me visions and dreams of being in a movie with a Denzel Washington and Will Smith. It'll seem so real, but he'll also give me that vision of me struggling and standing in front of McDonald's and not having no money. My point is, God was giving me the struggling vision and he was giving me the sunshine vision. So he was giving me the vision of when I moved to California, the part that my mind would think is negative, but it's not negative. He was just preparing me for when the struggle started. When the storm start, when the fight start, I'm already giving you visions that is to come. So in other words, he giving me room to prepare my mindset of when the struggling start. That don't mean throw in the towel. That don't mean pack up and move back to Memphis, Tennessee. So he was giving me visions of it will be a struggle. But the fact that I'm giving you the vision of the struggle is a blessing. It's your mind on how I perceive it. I can perceive it as negative energy, don't move. Or I can perceive it as in I'm going to prepare my mindset for whatever it is to come. Because if you prepare your mindset for what's to come, then you better prepare. You better prepare to persevere. You better prepare to make it through. You better prepare to get through the storm when you know there's a storm coming. See, it's the unexpected storm that throws you off. So when God giving you a vision, people, and just because it's a vision of that comes off as a struggle, that comes off as if it's negative, God not telling you don't do it. A lot of us taking it, oh, that's a sign. God telling me don't go. No, God telling you is a storm coming. And I want you to be prepared for it, which is why he give you the negative images. And I don't like to use the word negative because us as humans perceive it or receive it as a negative energy, but it's really a secret blessing from God by giving you those images of your vision. Because basically what he's saying is, I want your mindset to be so focused on the vision that I'm giving you that when the storm comes, I don't want you to be distracted by it. When the storm comes, I don't want you to throw in the towel. When the storm comes, I don't want you to run home. When your business didn't go as you had planned, I don't want you to quit. When your dream don't come as fast as you want it to, I don't want you to give up. So that's what that vision is for. It's a blessing. He's showing you you're going to persevere. He's showing you it's going to be obstacles in the way. He's showing you I want you to make it through that vision. And then he'll give you some sunshine. That's the good part of the dream. You'll see yourself being successful. You'll see that business up and running. You'll see that dream manifesting itself. So God give you a vision of both. He give you the good part and he give you and I don't like to use his words, but the negative part, and the reason why I'm saying that part, so y'all can understand exactly what I'm saying. He give you a good vision, he give you a negative vision. It's one vision, but he show you the good in the vision, he show you the negative in the vision. But if you're not careful, you'll take the negative vision that he show you, and you won't even complete the vision at all. So, what am I saying to you? So when God gave me the vision of filming in movies, he gave me the vision of struggling and being hungry. The point is he gave me a vision. And I interpreted it as in, okay, my mindset now have room to be prepared because I know it ain't going to be all ice cream and cake eating when I get there. And it wasn't. It was a lot of struggles, a lot of hard times. There was a lot of obstacles in the way. It was a lot of storms. But I was able to persevere because God had already gave me the image of it to the vision of that I'm manifesting. And see, and here's the most important thing when God gives you a vision. You have to have x-ray eyes. Because remember, God said walk by faith, not by sight. Because if you go by sight, that means you're going off of the things that you see. You're not going off of the things that what is to be. So if I have to go off of sight, we'll quit a whole lot of things if you have to go by what your eyes see, because your eyes is telling you you're not going to be able to do that. Your eyes is showing you there's no way it's going to happen. It's impossible. Well, God is in the impossible business. So what am I saying to you? God said go by faith, not by sight. Your vision is faith, not your sight. So you have to have what? X-ray vision. X-ray vision is when you can see through something. See, if you're going by sight, it's right in front of you. But X-ray vision can see through the storm. X-ray vision can see through the obstacles. X-ray vision goes directly to the vision that God gave you to manifest. And it allows you to focus straight ahead. And here's why it's important to have X-ray vision, because of distractions. See, sometimes how many of y'all know you got to have X-ray ears, just like X-ray visions? The X-ray ears is to hear through all the negative stuff until you get to the positive. The X-ray vision is to see through all the negative stuff until you get to the vision. Because what happens is our regular eyes see what's going on in front of us, and we start to go by sight versus going by faith. What happens is our ears start to hear all the negative information, and we allow all that negative information that we hear to become part of our spirit. And once it becomes part of our spirit, we immediately deactivate the vision that God gave us, because we hearing negative stuff and we seeing stuff not going the way we want to manifest. So when you working on the vision that God gave you, it's very important to hit the on button to two things. And I'm going to go ahead and say three things, because I like three: Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. One, you have to turn on your X-ray vision. That means you only got to see the vision. You cannot be distracted by nothing else. You have to turn on X-ray vision. That means you see through the BS. You see through the people telling you no, and you can't do this, you can't do that, and this is too hard, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. Well, just because a vision didn't work out for somebody else doesn't mean that vision not going to work out for you. So you have to have X-ray vision so you can keep your eye on the prize and see through all the mess. And then secondly, you have to turn on your X-ray ears. See, I do stand-up comedy for a living. That's what I do for a living. And so the reason why I'm sharing that with you, if you didn't know, because I want to give you some examples. See, as actors and actresses, we go to audition in front of casting directors. So we hear no, not good enough, and reject it all day long. But I have X-ray hearing. That means I only hear the yeses. See, when they tell me, no, you're not good enough, or you're not this, and you're not that, I got X-ray ears. So I don't even hear the no's. Why? Because X-ray hearing goes through all the no's, goes through all the negatives, and it get to the yeses. That means my ears only hear the yeses. See, my eyes, I have X-ray eyes, like I said, and I look through the storm. So I don't see the obstacles, because the obstacles are irrelevant, because God already gave me a vision of the negative. God already gave me a vision of the good part. So when he showed me the good and the negative within the vision he gave me, then I already know where I'm going. I'm focused directly on my vision. I only get to hear what's going to elevate and help me get to my vision. And the third thing you want to turn on is an X-ray spirit. And what I mean by the X-ray spirit is sometimes, how many of you know you got to have a made-up mind to be successful? See, a doubtful mind shows that you don't have faith. And a doubtful mind shows that you'll quit on somebody. A doubtful mind shows that you won't follow through. So you have to have a what? An X-ray spirit. See, an X-ray spirit helps turn on an X-ray vision. And the X-ray spirit helps turns on an X-ray hearing. And what am I doing now? That means every negative thing that come towards you got to bounce off, because you got an X-ray spirit on you. See, that X-ray spirit eliminates garbage. See, that X-ray spirit don't allow you to hear garbage. That X-ray eyesight don't allow you to see what's in front of you. That X-ray eyesight allow you to see what? The vision that God gave you. Because God already gave us a cheat sheet by giving us a good side of our vision, by giving us a negative side of our vision. That's a cheat sheet. That's a cheat sheet for us. See, he show you the good side so you can remember what you're doing. And he show you the negative side so you can understand when the storm happens. That don't mean you stop and give up. When the business plan don't go through, when the investor don't want to invest in your idea, when somebody can't see or understand your idea, that's why God gave us a cheat sheet. The cheat sheet is, let me show you the good in it if you complete it. Let me show you the negative in it, meaning what's to come along the way of in the process of what? Completing it. You understand what I'm saying? So stop letting others stop your vision for you. Let me say it again. Stop waiting on others for the vision that's for you. If God wanted them to have the vision, he would have gave it to them. If God wanted them to see the vision, he would have gave it to them. So now allow me to give you some examples of the importance of stop waiting on others for your vision. One of the number one things of people waiting on others for their vision is, why? Because we want to hear somebody say it's a good idea. We want to hear somebody give us a pat on the back. We want to hear somebody tell us, you doing the right thing. And then when you don't hear that, you shut down. Or when you tell your mentor or tell your big brother or somebody that's already doing what you're trying to do, when you share with them what you're trying to do and they tell you no, you are discouraged and you don't even do it. Well, if God gave you a vision, who else do you need to co-sign? If God gave you a vision, what verification do you need? Stop waiting on others to validate you for a vision God gave you. Now I want to give you an example so you can really understand what I'm saying. And I gave this example yesterday. It's a guy named Fred Smith back in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, if you don't know Fred Smith is an individual that he's the owner and creator and CEO of Federal Express. Now let me share this story with you of showing you the power of not waiting on others to see your vision. Because why? God don't allow everybody's eyes to see your vision. And if you're not careful, distractions will come, because that's what the devil set in place. The devil set in place distractions to pull you from the vision that God gave you. That is his responsibility. That is his job. So stop getting mad at the devil for using frenemies. And you know what a frenemy is? A frenemy is somebody that's pretending to be your friend, but they really your enemy. I call them snake biters. See, a snake biter will try to bite you when you're not looking or when you're least paying attention. They the frenemy. See, a frenemy is a snake biter. You understand what I'm saying? And snakes got venom in them. So if you're not watching a snake, then that snake bites you and puts some poison into you. And once that poison get into you, see that poison trying to affect what? Your X-ray spirit, your X-ray eyes, your X-ray hearing. So Memphis, how do I stop that snake bite from biting me and affecting my vision? You have to turn on your x-ray. See, because when you turn on your x-ray spirit, that x-ray spirit knows the vision that it's trying to get to. And the x-ray eyesight becomes so focused on the vision that God put a shield around you. And when God put a shield around you, and that snake biter and that enemy, he comes and try to bite you on the arm. But it don't matter when he bites you on the arm, because when he bites you on the arm, his teeth fall out. You know why? Because you got a steel shield that your body is inside of, and ain't nothing he can do about it. But see, what the devil wants you to do, if you turn off your x-ray spirit and your eyesight and your ears, what happens is now when the snake bites you, you turn. And when you turn, you end up entertaining this snake. That means you arguing back and forth over something that ain't got nothing to do with the vision God wants you to get to. Now you got a relationship problem. Now the enemy is using your spouse. Now you over here arguing and fussing and bugging. Now you got a problem at the job. Now you over here arguing and fussing and bugging. See, every time you turn it away from your vision. Stop turning away from your vision, being distracted. But that's what happened when your eyes is not looking directly at the vision with x-ray vision. And then your ears get to hearing people say, oh, that ideal is stupid. Oh, that ideal will never work. And now you turn and you entertain it because your ears have heard your mentor tell you it's not going to work. And if your mentor said it's not going to work, then it must not going to work. Why? Because that's your mentor. That's somebody you look up to. But I'm here to tell you, they not God, mentor. They didn't give you the vision. God gave you the vision. And if God gave you the vision, start turning on your x-ray spirit. Because when you turn on that x-ray spirit, it's going to turn on your x-ray eyes. And when you turn on your x-ray eyes, follow me. Keep up. You're going to keep your eyes on the vision. So when something happened at the job, hey, I don't got time to entertain it. I'm looking straight ahead because I'm trying to get to a vision. I'm trying to get to a vision that God gave me to. God gave me a cheat sheet. He showed me the good. He showed me the bad. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to get to the vision. I got relationship problem. Won't be no distraction for me because I got a vision to get to. I got x-ray ears. Oh, they said it ain't going to work. Oh, they said this. I don't got time to turn and entertain you because my ears going to hear through you. I'm going to see through you and I'm going to hear through you. Why? Because I'm getting to my vision. In other words, the devil don't have no ground to use no frenemy, which is a friend that's an enemy, a snake biter, against me, because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But the only way you can bring that to pass if you got an x-ray vision. Because if you got an x-ray vision, you'll watch the enemy having a storm around you, but they can't get to you because you're protected with the shield. Because God see you locked in on the focus of your vision. Why? Because you're not waiting on others for a vision that God gave you. And when it's time for other people to see the vision that God gave you, they will see it. But they're not going to see it on the front end. So stop entertaining them on the front end. Stop sharing your amazing ideas and visions with other people, because these people are uninterested. Now let's go back to Fred Smith so you can really understand the importance of a vision. God gave Fred Smith a vision in his senior year in college at the University of Memphis. Fred Smith, my school I went to, University of Memphis. Fred Smith, his senior year at the University of Memphis. I want you to really pay attention. Zoom in, zoom in. Zoom in, pay attention because I want your spirit to receive it. Zoom in. Fred Smith, his senior year in college at the University of Memphis, he had to do a senior project. He had to present it. This is what Fred Smith presented at the University of Memphis his senior year in front of his classmates, in front of his professor, who has the power to make sure he graduated by grading his senior project. His ideal and vision was delivering packages overnight through a plane. Planes delivering packages in different cities and states and all over the world overnight so you can mail something and the people can get it the next day. That was his vision. Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all know his professor at the University of Memphis that was grading his senior project gave him an F on his senior project and told him it was the most ridiculous, dumb idea I have ever heard. People, this is his professor. That means this is an individual that's into business. This is his mentor. This is somebody he look up to. This is somebody he respect. And when he shared his paper on delivering packages overnight, the professor didn't even give him a B minus, a C minus. He didn't even give him a passing grade so he can finish college. He gave him an F. He didn't even grade him for effort. He gave this man an F based on his vision that he shared. So Fred Smith dropped out of school at the University of Memphis. Fred Smith presented his same idea and his same vision to some investors. He started with one airplane of delivering packages overnight. That one plane paid for a second plane. That second plane paid for a third plane. That third paid for the fourth and fifth and so on. And now it's a billionaire company. Federal Express is one of the #1 delivering packages overnight company in the entire world. It is so good that UPS jumped on board and started delivering packages overnight through planes. It is so good that the post office, USA post office, jumped on board and got some planes and started delivering packages overnight. And each one of them had to pay Fred Smith for using the pattern of his vision, for using the pattern of his ideal. Now, let me tell you something, good people. Now, what if Fred Smith, billionaire, had to listen to his professor and listen to his mentor and listen for the validation of somebody that was grading his senior project? What if he had got distracted by what the professor was saying? What if he had took his paper and threw it in the garbage and wrote another paper and got rid of the vision God gave him to impress and get the validation and the love and the security and the confidence of his professor? Because it wasn't his professor vision. The professor said it was stupid. But I'm willing to tell you this. I bet at some point in time, the professor used Federal Express to deliver a package or get a package. That means the professor did not see the vision at the time because it wasn't meant for his eyes to see it. So thank God that Fred Smith had an X-ray spirit. And see, when the professor gave him that F, he didn't say, I'm going to go write another paper. He dropped out of school and he started presenting his vision. Why? Because he had a made-up mind that he got a good idea. He got a made-up mind that God gave him a vision. So he became a tunnel vision. He turned on his X-ray vision and he saw through the F that the professor gave him. He had X-ray ears, so he heard through the BS that the professor was saying that it wasn't going to work and it was a terrible idea. See, he heard through that and he saw through that. And so do you think the first investor told him yes? I'm quite sure not. I'm sure he went through a bunch of investors that said the exact same thing that the professor said. Listen what I'm telling you. See, you're going to hear some no's. That's why God give you the vision of struggle. You're going to see some sunshine. That's why God give you the vision of some sunshine. For the vision. That don't mean stop and quit and need validation of other people. What if Fred Smith thought he needed the validation of his professor? He never would have been a billionaire today. You understand what I'm saying? He's a billionaire because he made up in his mind. Yeah, you said it's a dumb idea, but I don't hear you. Yeah, you said it's not going to work, but I can't see you. Yeah, you gave me an F, but I'm dropping out of school. Because my vision at this point is bigger than you and is bigger than school. Now he almost owned the University of Memphis. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because he made up his mind about the vision that God gave him, which is delivering packages overnight. You understand what I'm telling you? Don't wait on others for the vision that God gave you. Because that very vision that God gave you, that's your way out. That's your way of manifesting a dream. That's your way of being successful. That vision. Get to the vision. How do I get to the vision, Memphis? Faith! Work ethic! Focus! Stop being distracted by all the devil little tricks. Because the only thing that the devil is mostly known for one thing. Two things. Dangling something in front of you to what? Make you turn. Because the minute you turn, your eyes is off the vision. The minute you turn, your eyes is off the goal. The minute you turn, you're not manifesting no more. The minute you turn, you're not focused no more. The minute you turn, you became discouraged. The minute you turn, you became depressed. The minute you turn, you became upset. The minute you turn, your dream became dimension. You forgot it. Because the devil dangling stuff. Trying to what? Distract you from your vision. Because the devil knows the power of when you get that vision and you lock in that vision and you focus on nothing but that vision God gave you. And the devil know at that point, then he try to use your frenemies, those your enemies, the snake biters. He use the people close to you, your mentors, the people you look up to. Then they start trying to bite you and attack you. Then you turn around, now you're arguing over a relationship. Now you're arguing over a friendship. Now you're defending yourself for your friend accusing you of something that you didn't do. Now you defending yourself on something they said you said at the job that you didn't do. Now you in a he say, she say war, defending yourself, defending your character. All that is a distraction, people. Stop entertaining the devil tricks. When that friend talked about you at the job and said you said A, B, and C, that's something that friend always did. So why are you surprised? Is that the first time that friend said you said something that you didn't say? Nope. Is that the first time your spouse stopped you from focusing on a goal? Nope. He or she always did that. That friend always been a hater. That friend always been negative. So why are you being distracted by them? Why are you entertaining them? It's the craziest stuff in the world. Stop being distracted by stuff that's irrelevant. That friend at the job always talk about you no matter if you do a good job, no matter if you do a bad job. The minute you walk out the room, they're going to talk about you. You know why? Because that's part of their spirit. So don't even entertain them. You keep your eyes with x-ray vision looking straight ahead. And then the people going to say, oh, he said and she said. Don't get caught in no he say, she say war. As my man Denzel Washington said, don't come and tell me what somebody said about me. Tell me why they're comfortable enough to tell you. And the reason why they're comfortable enough to tell you, because you've been setting up talking about me too. See, they talked about Jesus. So stop thinking we're going to get a pass of people not talking about us. Let me say that again. They talked about Jesus and he was perfect. Now here we are imperfect, but yet we want a pass of nobody talking about us. We want a pass of everybody love us. We want a pass of everybody like us. Well, if everybody love you and everybody like you, then chances are part of you is miserable. And the reason why part of you is miserable, because you are what they call a talented ass kisser. And I don't even cuss on this show. So this goes to show you what I mean. If everybody love you and everybody like you, you're a talented ass kisser. That's all you are, a talented ass kisser. Why? You pretending. You pretending all day. And nothing about you is real. Because you want everybody to love you and like you. But the fact of the matter is, you be the person that God wants you to be. Some people going to like you, some people not. Some people going to love you, some people not. But everybody not going to love you and everybody not going to like you. And you can't try to live your life to get everybody to love you. You can't try to live your life to get everybody. Everybody don't wear Nike, people. Let me use it from a comedy standpoint so you can understand exactly what I'm saying. I, for one, two of my favorite comedians is rest in peace Robin Harris, rest in peace Bernie Mac. Now, two of my living favorite comedians, David Chappelle and Kevin Hart. But guess what? As bad as I think Robin Harris and Bernie Mac is, two of the baddest guys to ever tell jokes, everybody don't like Bernie Mac. Everybody didn't think Bernie Mac was funny. Everybody didn't think Robin Harris was funny. Everybody don't think Kevin Hart is funny. Everybody don't think David Chappelle is funny. I've heard people say, oh, David okay. Oh, Kevin okay. Oh, but I love Bernie Mac. Oh, but I love Robin Harris. I've heard people say, Bernie okay. Robin Harris okay. But I love David Chappelle. But I love Kevin Hart. What am I saying to you? It's a lane for everybody. Everybody don't like Memphis Will comedy. So what? I supposed to make adjustments to go find all the people who don't like my comedy and try to perform to where they like my comedy. No, I got to utilize the gift and the talent that God gave me for the best of my ability. And it's going to be some people that God bless out there to enjoy my comedy and think I'm one of the best. There's going to be some people out there that don't like my brand of comedy, don't like my lane of comedy. And I'm cool with that. That don't mean I stop doing comedy because you don't like the way I do my comedy. That don't mean you stop doing your vision because somebody else don't like it. What am I saying to you? What I'm saying to you is if everybody love you and like you, then they talented ass kisser. You're not being real to yourself. You're a talented ass kisser. So if you're doing what God wants you to do, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is getting to your purpose and getting to your vision, I can assure you right now, if one of the signs and confirmation to know that you're focused on your vision and you're focused on your goals and you're ready to manifest your vision, manifest your goals, is people not liking you. That's confirmation that you're doing your vision. That's confirmation that you're on the right path. That means you finna manifest a dream. That means you finna change some lives. You finna help save some souls through the gift and talent God gave you, through the vision God gave you. You get ready to be a blessing to people. When you start hearing people talk about what they don't like about you. Oh, I don't like a pretty brand. Our brand too funny. Oh, I don't like Memphis comedy. He cuss too much. Or I do clean too. So come to the church show if you want to see clean. I might do clean at the nightclub. I might do raw. But I'm going to do clean at the church show or a setting. I'm going to do whatever God got me doing that night. But it ain't built around you. Understand that. So what am I saying? Just because everybody don't like pretty brand, what she's supposed to stop? She's supposed to stop making clothes. She's supposed to stop being creative, using the vision that God gave her. That's a young designer that's coming up. So what am I saying to you guys? Stop waiting on others for a vision that God gave you. Because like I told you about Fred Smith, guys, Fred Smith listened to the professor that told him delivering packages overnight was a stupid idea and gave him an F on his paper. Thank God he had x-ray vision and saw through what the professor was telling him was not going to happen. Thank God he had x-ray ears to hear through what the professor negative statements was. And then he started Federal Express, #1 delivering packages company in the entire world, billionaire. Ideal and vision so good that he influenced UPS and the USA Post Office off of his vision that the professor mentor gave him an F and stopped him from graduating from the University of Memphis. Not University of Memphis, been calling him ever since, trying to give him an honorary bachelor's degree. You understand what I'm saying to you? That was able to happen because Fred Smith, founder of Federal Express, stuck with his vision after his mentor told him it was not going to work. After his mentor told him it was a stupid idea. Like I shared an example the other day. Just an example of how other people, man, can prevent you from doing your vision. I said, God told me I want you to do a show in the bathroom. And I'm like, well, so I started sharing my idea with people. The Spirit told me to do a show in the bathroom. That's stupid. Why would you do a show in the bathroom? That's going to decrease your brand. Like, who does a show in the bathroom? It's a stupid idea. So I started listening to him. Yeah, maybe it is stupid. Maybe it is a dumb idea. Maybe it will decrease my brand. And then God had to come back to my spirit and say, hey, I told you I want you to start doing a show in the bathroom. Now, why would you let other people who you look up to tell you that the vision I gave you is a dumb idea? And when God reminded me of that, I went back to the same people and I said, you know what? I am going to do the show in the bathroom. And then when they said it was a stupid idea again, I had to turn on my x-ray ears and my x-ray vision, and God had to show me, just because I gave you a vision don't mean I gave them the vision. Because they just like that college professor at the University of Memphis that told me the bathroom idea was stupid. Like the professor told Fred Smith, Federal Express idea was stupid. And so then I procrastinated starting the show in the bathroom because I tried to make it a production. See, I got to have the right lights and the right sound and the right background. I need an editor and I need this and that. God said, time out. I told you to start the show in the bathroom. I want you to go live on Facebook and Instagram at 7 o'clock. That's all I need you to do. All that extra stuff you got going on, just start the show. Do you know bathroom talk and story time by the fireplace was only supposed to be 3 minutes? It's supposed to be 3 minutes. That's all it was. It was supposed to be 3 minutes in my mind because God knew something I didn't know. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do Facebook in the bathroom. I'm gonna go live with bathroom talk on Facebook and Instagram. I'm gonna do like 3 minutes. I'm gonna be gone. Watch the first episode. First episode went to an hour, and it's been an hour on bathroom talk and an hour on story time by the fireplace. But remind you guys, I was planning on doing 3 minutes of bathroom talk, 3 minutes of fireplace, boom, and I'm out. That was my mindset. But what I did was I included God in the vision that he gave me. So around 6:58, 6:59, I asked God for bathroom talk. I said, God, give me a subject. He gave me a subject. And my spirit take over. So then like I got no notes of knowing what I'm saying. I don't have a bulletin point. I don't know what order I'm going to go in. I don't even know what I'm going to say. But see, that's because I activated the vision that God gave me. And God said, start the show. Don't worry about no bulletin points, no notes, no nothing. But why? Because the Most High, is going to step in and take over your spirit while your spirit speaks to the people. And see, when I first started bathroom talk, I first started story time by the fireplace, the same people who couldn't see my vision was telling me, oh, you only got 2 views. Oh, ain't nobody watching that. Oh, ain't nobody, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But I got x-ray hearing. See, what they didn't know was, it's nothing better in the world than following through on a vision that God gave you. I didn't do bathroom talk or story time by the fireplace for the purpose of numbers. I did it because it's what God put on my spirit to do. And however big the platform God wanted to be, it would be. But I didn't say, God, I'll do the show if you give me 1 million viewers. God, I'll do the show if you do this and that. No. God said, don't concern yourself with viewers. Don't concern yourself with who watching. Don't concern yourself with who tuning in. Just do what I asked you to do. And then I have the right people to see it who I desire to see it. You understand what I'm saying? Stop doing something for the purpose of. It has to be this. It has to be that. No, when God gives you a vision, activate your vision. Then we went from 2 viewers to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 100. And counting. One of the shows went up to 5,000 viewers, but it started off with 3. Started off with 3 views. And it's just growing day by day. But I'm never doing the show based on numbers of who's seeing and who watching and who tuning in. I'm doing the show because it's the vision God gave me. What am I saying to you? The feeling of doing the vision that God gave you is ridiculous, overwhelming, rewarding. Overwhelming, rewarding, because guess what? It's a story in the Bible to where the wise man was walking with the sheep, and then one sheep went missing, but he took time out to go back and get the one sheep. So if there's one viewer that's watching, that's blessed by what God put on my spirit to say, I done my job, didn't I done what God asked me to do, didn't I? So what am I saying to you? Stop concerning yourself with all the casualties of stuff that's going to take place with the vision that God gave you. Stop doing that. Because let me tell you something. God gave y'all so many powerful ideas, but here's what happened. Because we all are master procrastinators. See, when God gives you an idea and try to bless you, here's what we do. This is how we are master procrastinators. Well, I thank God for the idea, but it's going to take $1.5 million for this idea to happen. It's going to take $1.5 million. And that's where you go wrong. Because now you took a vision and an idea that God gave you, and you start concerning yourself with the financial resources. And that's where your idea get put on the shelf. See, here's where you're making a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. When God give you a vision and God give you an idea, let me tell you something. Do everything in your power to bring that vision and ideal to life. That means when it's time for the financial resources, the investor will be sitting right in front of you. See, we have a vision that God give us and an idea. You know what the first thing we want to do? We want to meet the investors. So now you chasing somebody to invest in your vision, but they don't see your vision. You understand what I'm saying? If God bless you with a vision and God bless you with an ideal, the first thing your mindset go to is who gonna pay for it? So now you're doing your vision and your ideal backwards because you're looking for an investor, but yet you haven't done what you're supposed to do within the vision that God gave you. What am I saying to you? This is what I'm saying to you. Stop worrying about the money in the investor. If God gave you a vision and an idea, get it to a PowerPoint presentation so you can present it correctly to the investor. And the investor will be there. But the problem is, you like to take your vision and your idea that God gave you and start concerning yourself about stuff that you shouldn't be concerning yourself with about. See, God is an in-order God. So what happens is, God give you an idea and a vision. You say, oh, it's going to take $1.5 million. Now, let me just use me for an example. Just use because I really want you to really understand what I'm saying. Let's just say God gave me the vision to write a movie, right? Giving me how he wants the movie in detail, giving me a summary of the movie. Do you know what my responsibility is at that point? It's to start writing the movie. Whether I go to get a laptop and start typing it on the computer, whether I get a pencil and a notebook paper and I start writing it down, I need to write everything about this movie that God gave my vision. And then I need to get it typed all up professionally. Then I need to go to a professional writer, somebody like our niece, one of our class valedictorian. Okay, let me pay you to proofread that so she can make sure all my words is correctly and all my sentences and grammar make sense. You understand what I'm saying? And then after that, then I need to give it to a professional script writer so they can make sure it's in script form. You understand what I'm saying? And now once the movie is ready to be presented, guess what? I'm going to be sitting in front of Tyler Perry. I'm going to be sitting in front of Spike Lee. I'm going to be sitting in front of Paramount. I'm going to be sitting in front of Universal. I'm going to be sitting in front of all the investors. Why? Because I did my part in activating the vision that God gave me. But how do I do it backwards? And I miss it. Well, he gave me the idea and the vision to write a movie. The first thing I say is, who's going to pay for the movies? It's going to take $2-3 million to shoot the movie. How am I going to get the celebrities to play in the movie? I don't got the money to pay the actors and the dollar. See how I'm concerning myself with stuff that don't got nothing to do with anything? So now I'm out looking for investors. So now I meet Tyler Perry, I meet Spike Lee, and I'm in front of investors. And I say, hey, I got a movie idea. And they say, okay, well, tell me about the movie. Well, the movie is blah, 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 blah. Well, do you have the script? No. Do you know what actors you're going to be in it? No. Do you know how much the movie costs? Nope. Have you shopped it around? Nope. Go get all that together and come back to me. That's why investors tell people no, because you prematurely asking for an investor based on your ideal and vision that you haven't even put no energy into finishing developing. So it don't necessarily have to be a movie. This has been your personal life. God give you a vision. Start doing your part. It don't cost money for you to start. It don't cost money for you to start. Get it copyrighted. Write it down. Get started. Because when you get started on your vision, the investors will come. And so when you complete it in a PowerPoint presentation and you standing in front of those millionaires that's ready to invest, you are in position to what? Present properly. You did it in order. You didn't concern yourself with the money. You focused on the vision. And the money came to you before you was even finished writing the project. And the investor say, hey, what you working on? Oh, I'm halfway done. I'm working on such and such. Oh, I love the idea. I'm going to pay for the idea before you even finish presenting it. I give you a prime example. The Shark Tank. How many of y'all watch Shark Tank? It's the perfect example. Have you noticed that the people that come on Shark Tank that presents really well and have all their information together, do you notice the Shark Tankers always invest in their idea? And what is the first thing the Shark Tank people say? How much profit have you already made? What have you already done? Who are you already partnered up with? Do you know why they want to know these things? Because they want to see what you have accomplished and what you have done without them investing. Because when they invest, they look at the pros and the cons. And they base the pros and the cons. That's how they determine how much amount they're willing to risk, how much money they're willing to invest based on what you have already done. You have never seen nobody come on Shark Tank and talk about an idea and can't present it. Let me say that again. You have never seen nobody on Shark Tank that got a chance to present by verbally just talking about an idea, but not showing the results to the idea. You see what I'm saying to you? So from my standpoint, I can talk about a movie all day long, but I can write the movie, take some local, unknown, unfamous actors and shoot a scene to it, and then present it to the big investor. It means I done my part in the vision that God gave me. And once I done my part, the investors will be there. So what am I telling you guys? Stop focusing on the money for the vision and the idea that God gave you, because the only thing it does is makes you become a master procrastinator. And your vision goes on the shelf. And then you get upset when somebody else take your vision and activate it and successful with it. And in closing, going back to what I already have said, Fred Smith, Google that name, that is the creator of Federal Express. His college professor gave him an F on his senior project when he presented the idea of delivering packages overnight. The college professor, his mentor, somebody he looked up to, somebody he was being encouraged by, gave him an F on his paper and told him it was a dumb idea and it would never work. And now we have Federal Express today. Thank God that Fred Smith had X-ray vision and X-ray ears and an X-ray spirit to follow up on what? The vision that God gave him. How many other investors told Fred Smith it was a dumb idea, just like the professor did? But he kept focused on his vision. He had X-ray vision. He knew the vision God gave him, and he focused on it till he finally got those investors that say yes. And they brought one plane. Federal Express started with one plane. One plane! Now they have thousands of planes all over the world. They influence UPS that have thousands of planes. They influence the U.S. Post Office that have thousands of planes. And all of this started how? Because of the vision that God gave Fred Smith. And he focused on this vision when his mentors told him it was a dumb idea. He focused on his vision when his ears was hearing from his professor this would never work. But he did his part and he got it to a PowerPoint presentation. And once he got it to a PowerPoint presentation, hold on, let me get Facebook back. Once he got it to a PowerPoint presentation, the rest is history. High vibration, man. Take that with you, man. Stop waiting on others for the vision that God gave you. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to my sponsors, Arrowhead Water. Thank them for sponsoring both shows. See you guys next Tuesday at 7 o'clock Pacific time at Bathroom Talk with Memphis Will. And again, Wednesday, Story Time by the Fireplace with Memphis Will. Enjoy your weekend. Have an amazing weekend. Let me show you that sharp beard again. Shout out to Melrose, my barber. Man, he killed that thing. Now, everybody hold your right hand real fast, real fast. Oh, before we do that, I'm going to put up my social media platforms so you can follow it. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok is under Memphis Will. Instagram and Twitter is the Memphis Will. That's TheMemphisWill. So follow my Instagram and Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Memphis Will, and click on that notification button. Everybody hold your right hand. Shout out to the sponsor, Arrowhead Water. Speaking to Existence for sponsoring both shows. Everybody hold your right hand real fast, real fast, real fast. Stop waiting on others for your vision. Now hold up your right hand. This is how I close out all my shows. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't remember absolutely nothing I said, make sure you remember this. Life is a gift from God. So make sure you utilize each and every day with a little bit of love and a smile. God bless you. Peace out. See you next weekend in Memphis, Tennessee. I'll see y'all real soon, baby. I'm coming. Not to do a show, but to spend time with my family and friends. Peace out. Big show coming in Memphis, November, I think. All right, peace out. IG, y'all get a little extra time. Somebody calling my show while I'm live is very disrespectful. Thank y'all good people for checking in, man. Can't like on everybody, but as much as I can. And waving to everybody. Because I'm so grateful for all y'all tuning in. High vibration. Peace out.